Okay, so this is a bit of a transparent video today. I just run down basically everything that's going on right now with my trading journey. Figure out where we're going to go from here, and basically just sort of figure out what's going on because we've had a bit of a blip in the path. So essentially started trading back in August 2025 last year, learning ICT, taking loads of notes, learning from different traders, trying to find a strategy, trying to find something that works for me. Managed to start building something, been back testing for a while. You know, you can go back on my YouTube lives and see some of the recordings about there. You watch them, I literally look like I've got no idea what I'm doing. And I didn't, I still don't really, if in all honesty. No, I'm joking, but you know, it was a lot of time being put in, a lot of hours being put in, and not a lot of results coming back. And I never really found something so hard in my life because I've always been pretty academically bright, and trading has been one of the hardest endeavors I've pursued. So anyway, quick story, long story short, I started in August, took all of my notes, started studying, eventually found a strategy that was working for me. Had a decent amount of back tested data up until January, and then come January 26, I bought my first evaluation, started trading live, and just was blowing through accounts. I was failing, scaling, and rinsing money. I was literally just buying evals, scaling multiple evals at a time, copy trading them even before passing my first eval. And essentially what happened is I just blew through like 20 accounts, and I genuinely thought there was no hope. I thought there's no way this is going to work. All of these people are just lying. You know, it's not going to happen. And come May, so in April, I decided that I needed time away from home. I needed a bit of an environmental change, just get out. And I went to America for 3 months. So left in mid-April. Then towards the end of May, I finally passed my first evaluation. And that was the 26th of May. Got my first funded account and decided to start trading that. Once I passed the account, I stopped buying more evaluations, and I just focused all in on the funded. I wanted to prove to myself that I can do it consistently make money, and not rinse money. So we got the account, and everything was going really smooth. So passed the account on the 26th of May. I think it was the 5th of June, I secured my first payout. So literally a week and a half, secured my first payout of I think it was like $1,400, and then secured another payout and another payout. So I had like 3 payouts in the space of 3 weeks. I secured just around 5,000 USD and continued building. After the second payout, I decided that I was ready for scaling. I was ready for scaling accounts, so I started buying more evaluations and copy trading them alongside the funded account. And this is when things started to go a bit wishy-washy. So I would be oversizing on the evals. I would still be treating the funded well, but I would be treating the evals as if they're just like nothing. They're not real money, even though they are. They're monopoly money. And I was just blowing through accounts like there was no tomorrow. So I was treating my funded fine. I traded my funded really good, playing it by the system, locking out of the trade every time. But then once I finished trading on the funded, I would continue trading evals, and I would oversize, take trades against my system, overtrade, revenge trade, all of that malarkey. And essentially what happened is I managed to get to my fourth payout on the funded. So I got to a fourth payout where I could have taken like a $600-700 payout literally a few days ago, and I didn't decide to take it because I wanted to build the buffer more and take a heavier payout because I didn't want to leave myself with only a $600 buffer. Be all end all, I blew the account, blew the evaluations, gone back through my transaction history, and in the past 3 weeks I have blown $1,200 on evals. And as we speak currently, I do not have any accounts. So I have no funded, I have no evals, and we're back at square one. We're in profit technically in terms of like costs of all of the evaluations over my lifetime. But I have probably been through about 30 maybe 30 to 35 accounts now since I first started. Obviously still in profit from the payouts, but I need to really reel back in and get back to where I was before because I was operating from a great place. I was risking low amounts. I was only risking, $300, $325 per trade, and one trade per day, maybe two on like a break-even day. But if it was a loss or a win, I would lock out, and I was good. And I was, during those 3-4 weeks, I was on like an 85% win rate, and it was really working well. And then price action's been a little bit awful recently for my strategy. Delivery hasn't been great, and I've been taking losses, and emotions have started coming back involved again. So I need to figure out how to get back to where I was. But yeah, this is just a video of transparency, letting you guys know where I am currently with my trading and where we're trying to go to. So I'm going to start recording, I think, live sessions, not streaming them, but recording them, and just trying to hold myself accountable, not taking stupid trades. I'm going to give today a miss. No trading today for me. I'll be back tomorrow. Buy another evaluation. Get one more. I'm not doing multiple now. I'm just going to do one single account. Focus on that. Risk low size, and just try and focus on getting that funded account back again. And then focus on that again, getting a payout and getting back into the routine, and then we can decide how we're going to go to scaling from there. But that's far in the future for now. So yeah, in terms of the rest of this video, I might just do a little back testing session for you guys and just go through how I run my strategy. I back tested 2021 to 2025 fully and journaled fully, and I'm currently working on 2020, so we'll continue going through that. But yeah, let's go from here. So I believe if I go onto my account, hold on, let me just bring this over here. So yeah, 2020 we're in, and I'll just show you guys how I run through the backtesting. So go to the next session. Alright, so we're trading at all-time highs right now. Pretty sure price action has been fairly choppy in this period. Delivery hasn't been great. Yeah, see on the 4 hour, very choppy. Not really seeking too much lower on the higher time frames. We've got relative equal lows at hourly and intermediate low here. And then also this buy side imbalance here. And then we've got low resistance building up to the all-time highs, which is good. That's what we want to see. Check the 30-minute. Nothing particular on the 30 minutes. Yeah, and again, look, it's right now we're low resistance against low resistance conditions. So essentially what I want to see is we're going to go up. And to be honest, if we're going to go up, we're just going to continue with these all-time highs. But the more probable is we go down, get some sort of manipulation leg inversion out of it, and seeking this low resistance draws up here with the all-time highs. So let's see how price moves. Okay, manipulation lower. Edging the high over there. Maybe from this opening range. So we've hit opening range equilibrium, we might be able to get a 30-second inversion out of this, which we do. And we have the terminus of this low resistance. Buy side liquidity, so depending if that's nearer 1-to-1. Hold on, why have we just gone a candle forward? Yeah, so we take an inversion of this, and we can target these all-time highs right here. And we go break even at this liquidity up here. Let's see how this runs. Okay, break even here. Beautiful. These colors are off. Okay, so thesis behind this trade, right? Essentially, we're fighting low resistance against low resistance liquidity. We have actually got a SMT at these lows, and in the first opening range, so when I say opening range, from when 9:30 opens to this manipulation leg high, which is this here, we edged the terminus of this low resistance liquidity here, so all of this buy side liquidity building up to all-time highs, we edged the high, and then we retrace back down to the opening range midpoint or equilibrium, and had a strong V-shaped 30-second inversion to the upside. And all I want to see is, I would have gone up for a 1-to-1, but with all-time highs just being straight above, we could break even at the closure above this buy side liquidity and just simply target those all-time highs. Low hanging fruit, base hits, that's all we need. Okay, so we'll log this. Now, that's the wrong one, isn't it? 16th of Jan. What was that time? 9:38. Continuation. Back testing account. Nasdaq long. High, low resistance to low resistance. V shape. Gross profit was 1260. Entry price. You'll have to excuse this Notion page. I've got so many trades on here now, like literally 5 years worth, or 4 years worth of trades. So it's starting to become extremely laggy. And exit price was 914. Oh, come on, man. P&R ticks was 34. And it'll be 74 cons, I think, because we're so far back. Condition was the opening range equilibrium. And we had an SMT at the lows. And then we're targeting low resistance liquidity terminus, which was buy side, and then we're also going for the all-time highs. Closing day and time, 9:42, 16th of Jan. Cool. Next session. So obviously still pushing higher. We've got the cycle level up here of 9200. Got a 4-hour gap here. I doubt we're going to see this deep of a retracement, to be honest, but we'll see. Again, these gaps down here, but still, to be honest, if we're going to go all the way down there, we'll probably be looking for shorts anyway. Nothing really too interesting with 30-minute. Check the 15 again. Like realistically, there's not a lot I want to see here. We have actually got an SMT right here. Excuse me. So we'll just see how market opens. Okay, taps into this buy side imbalance. So again, I really just want to be seeking shorts from here. Come down to this 4 hour maybe, tap into this 5 minute, like so. Kind of want an instant V shape. How long? Oh. Don't know what just happened there. Okay. So we got this V shape, reset that. How long till the 15 minute? Got a couple of minutes, so wait for this to open up. Tapped in there. It's nice momentum down. We do have low resistance here, but I would probably wait for a higher time frame gap. Probably this 2 minute. Like so. Is that 5 minute? No. I like that reaction from the 15. Okay, so let's see how we react here. Still building low resistance here. Maybe a re-sweep of that intermediate term high. And then get this 5 minute inversion. Like so, that's a good candle. And now we can seek this low resistance draws down here. Do we want to go for the 4 hour? We've got these relative equal lows here. I'll probably just take this. Go for the base hit. Okay, we want closure really. Can we get closure below that? Okay, nice. Okay, so essentially what we have here is a continuation lower, snap inside of this 15 minute SIBI, and we sweep up the intermediate term high here. If I go back, so where were we? The on the 15 minute here, yeah, okay. So essentially there was an opportunity when we tap into this 15 minute gap here. There's this opportunity here where we invert this 2 minute right here. Okay. The reason I didn't like this 2 minute is because we haven't generated much liquidity to target lower. So like, we've got these lows here, but this is minimal liquidity to be targeting for this the build up before the 4 hour busy. Once we create this low here, we now have relative equal lows plus these 2 lows here that all haven't been touched, and we have the 4 hour buy side imbalance draw below as well. So all we need to see now is simply a retracement back up into that 15 minute, sweep the high, and then the inversion like we got, and target the current lower day. Base hit. Okay. So again, if we just go to log, we have a Jan 17th, 2020. 1035. And this was a continuation. Backtester. Nasdaq. Short position. Liquidity, we're going from high resistance to low resistance. V-shape, it was V-shape, right? Yep. Gross profit was 1390. Entry price 9154.25. Stop loss was 916450. And exit price was 9140. 57.6. Oops. Cons was 48. And we're going from a intermediate term high. In fact, this might be the equilibrium of the opening range as well. Yeah, it is. Opening range equilibrium. And then TP target was current lower day with that 4-hour buy side imbalance. Low resistance liquidity. Closing day and time 11:10. Okay. Save that. Alright. Next day open. Okay, so still just pumping higher. It caused an inversion of that actually. We've got an hourly, 4-hourly intermediate term low here. I think that actually might be daily buy side imbalance as well. Nothing else on the 4-hour. Got a 4-hour intermediate, hourly intermediate term high here. And we do actually have a lot of low resistance. Liquidity building up to all-time highs. Okay, so we've got these equal body lows. Great draw for price. Got on the 30-minute. See if we've got any gaps. Nothing on the 30-minute. We do have this SIBI here, which actually is a BPR. And again, nothing really on the 15-minute, but we do have all these low resistance draws down here. Low resistance. Do we have any? No. These are equal highs here though. Maybe some 5-minute BPRs like this one right here. And let's see if we can get some sort of pull up into there. Like so. And then we'd want a V shape. Is this a bank holiday? 20th of Jan 2020. Bank holiday, yeah. Alright, let's see. It's a shame because that was a kind of a optimal place to be in really with what we had. Okay, and we've already tapped into that, that's a shame. So now climbing back up. So we got this hourly. I mean, realistically, we're either just setting up for a buy model, or we get a little retracement after tapping into this, or we're just gonna run straight through all of these highs up here. We do have a little gap here. Okay, let's see what the market has to offer for us. Straight into the 15-minute. To be honest, I think we just wanted to see continuation higher. Like such a lethargic reaction lower. Another one of those, perfect. No higher time frame gaps. And we can literally, I mean, I won't target all the way up there, but we could target this intermediate term low here, intermediate term high here, sorry. But we'd have to go for, let's just try for all-time highs. I'm a bit skeptical about this, but this is more of a buy model. Like an energetic run through the intermediate term high. Like so. Oh, this is dodgy. As soon as we get closure above this high here, then we can go break even. Fucking hell, that was a long ass trade. So tucked in all-time highs. This is a climb to get all the way up here. Not clean delivery at all, but okay. Yeah, this is definitely not one of the nicest trades I've taken, but it's a win is a win. 21st of Jan 2020. And time of entry was 9:48. Continuation. So long on NASDAQ, backtesting account, and this is this high resistance? No, this is kind of a low resistance against low resistance condition again. V shape, gross profit was 1,620. entry was 9169. Stop loss was 915650. And 9189.25. We got a 81 tick move with 40 cons. And again, opening range, building off the momentum with a market maker buy model, targeting that low resistance buy side, which actually is the end. Which is the all-time highs, sorry. Okay, closing date and time was 11/17, 21st of Jan.
You should watch the
Yeah.
you should watch the Spain highlights.
Okay, is it good?
You recall it?
Yeah.
Oh my bad.
That's right.
Anyway, they look fucking insane.
So no, they weren't looking good against Portugal though.
Yeah, I know. I thought that, bro. You should see how they bro. They destroyed France, bro.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually really bad.
They might have just had a good game.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. France, though, innit? They tore them apart. You should have seen the little triangles they were playing all around them.
Really?
Bro, you need to just watch it.
I'll watch it after this. Alright. My bad. So, let's go to the next day open. I'll probably just do 5 days, so I think have I done 3 or have I done 2? I don't know. Alright, so we got a daily intermediate time low here. Whoop. Check the 4 hour intermediate time low here. Looks like we're on a bit of a lethargic run right now. Got that 4 hour BPR. And then we've got this hourly 4 hour intermediate time low right here. Probably, I mean, we can just see how price is reacting. We got a very sort of consolidation-y portion of price action in here. This is a hourly. Check 30-minute. We've got equal body highs. Is that equal body highs? It is. Equal highs as all-time highs. Check the 15. Yeah, so ideally, maybe even just seeking this intermediate time high to get swept and then seek lower to this 4 hour or the 4 hour and then higher. If we get instant V shape. Why have we got to sweep the internal highs, man? That wasn't inversion there, was it? 9221. No, it wasn't. What do I want to do? I could take this. This is like a bit of a discretionary trade. But we would have to go for the all-time highs, which actually is a 1-to-1. But we'd have to get break even here pretty much. We can try this. What do we want to do? Do we want to go break even there? Okay, we can definitely get break even here. Okay. So this is a bit more discretionary. So usually, mechanically, I would never take an inversion where we've swept out the internal high. However, based off of how high we are in price right now, we've got this 4 hour. The next draw lower is going to be, you know, gaps down here, all of this liquidity down here, probably this BPR. So the fact that we sweep this intermediate time low here and we get instant rejection, I wonder if there was an SMT induced here as well. No SMT. Okay, that's just additional confluence. But yeah, so what I was saying, as soon as we get that V shape away from the sell side draw here, the near sell side draw, then I've got strong conviction that we're going to be seeking this low resistance higher, especially with all these equal highs. Now, the reason I don't want to go break even at this intermediate term high is purely just based off of the fact that realistically, if we're going to take this out with all this low resistance and all-time highs, with equal highs being all-time highs, price should just skyrocket higher. And you know, it's a bit more of a discretionary break even, but I guess that's just time watching the markets. And I haven't even been watching the markets for that long, but literally like not even a year yet. So yeah, here's another trade to log. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, usually if we break the internal high after the inversion, then I wouldn't take the trade, but certain trades, through a bit of discretion, you can get away with taking that inversion and it still being valid. And this is one of those times. So it was a 935 entry, it's a reversal. It's a really nice trade actually. It's a shame, like this would have been A+ if it wasn't. So we got high resistance, low resistance, V shape. Gross profit was 1,000, it was a 1-to-1. Entry price was 9228.25. Excuse me, 9216.50 for the stop loss and 9240 for the take profit. Ticks was 47, and I believe it was 44 cons, sorry. Condition was intermediate term low. This is a bit of an AMD model. And TP target was all-time highs, equal highs, low resistance. Closing date and time was 9:42 on the 22nd of Jan. Okay. Next day open. Holy fucking pump yesterday, jeez. Now we pulled back into this. We've got this daily intermediate. So we're kind of stuck in, we're basically on the high time frame inside of this range right now. With the all-time highs and this daily intermediate term high, intermediate term low, sorry. Excuse me. Still got this 4-hour BPR. Has a strong draw, especially with the 4-hour intermediate term low nested inside of it. And we have actually got this BPR as well. These are really, really strong confluences from ICT. Okay, so this is actually a protected high here because we've got hourly intermediate term high here and then sent lower, and then we've come to resweep it. So I'm treating this as high resistance, and I would like to see, maybe it depends how this gap holds here, but based off of where we are, I feel like these draws lower, maybe the option is kind of could turn into a sell model here from where we are. Nothing really on the 30-minute. We have got this 30-minute silly up here, which is unmitigated. Nothing really on the 15-minute either. To be honest, I think we're just gonna have to wait for one of the extremes to get taken in this position that we're in. Got this 5-minute intermediate term high could be a point of reversal, but we'll see. Got some low resistance here. definitely have to go to the toilet. 2 secs. Sorry about that, I'm back. Right. So, where do we say we were? Oh yeah, okay. So these kind of high resistance against low resistance conditions, really wanted to see prices lower, but we need to see something taken first. What do we do? Well, this isn't a one-to-one, but I mean, realistically, we've got the BPR on the intermediate term low here, which is strong draws, and we can just go break even at this point here. We can try it. Okay, that's a beautiful reaction. Break even right here. Oh wow. Wow, fucking hell, that was a good delivery. Okay. Alright then, well that was again a really nice trade, but like, it's just a shame about the internal low getting swept again, but you know, we've got the SMT inside of this 15 minute, so sorry, inside of this 30 minute, which actually is a BPR. I didn't even clock that. So we'll just run this, put that on the bottom. That's nice, again, because we're just going from high resistance to low resistance. Is, you know, the discretionary play here. Sorry, the discretion with the internal low getting swept post inversion makes the trade valid, if that makes sense. Just purely because, like, realistically, it is just, the inversion is just simply an execution model. It's nothing to do with the reason where price is going. It's just a place where we can enter. And this is a reversal. So like, and that's what I figured out really with all of this, is like, if you can kind of figure out where price is trying to go, execution, I mean, obviously execution is important for, you know, risk to reward and stuff, but like, you're better off having a better judgment on the market on where we're trying to go, rather than just trying to find the execution model, because the execution model occurs everywhere, like literally everywhere. You know, we'll get inversions all day, but if it's not delivering from something to somewhere else that, you know, you have a high conviction on, then the inversion is completely invalid, which is something that I've come to terms with fairly quick, I suppose. Just really need to focus on getting my trading back on track, because I was really in a good point. I just threw it all down the drain, and financial pressure doesn't help either. I'm currently traveling while doing this, quit my job and everything, and which is, I know it's controversial, it's not really the best thing, but at the same time I've had a lot of changes. I had a lot of money saved up as well, and I just felt like it was time to make a change, get out of being comfortable, and it's had the biggest impact on my trading. So, you know, everyone's different, but for sure, I definitely, when I'm operating from this place that I'm operating from now, then clearly things need to dial back in. Don't get ahead of yourself, take your time. You know, I built my account back up. I was basically like $200 away from drawdown, and I managed to build my account all the way back up to $1,200, which is when I could have taken that extra payout just by literally risking $200 a trade, really low risk. And unfortunately, we let my emotions get the better of me, going to trading back like I used to, which is awful. No, it didn't work then, so thinking it's going to work now is illogical. Okay, right. I think I've done 4 days now, 5 days, but I'm going to do one more because the videos we're on about 40 minutes now. So we'll just see where we are. Maybe we can do a little bit more, I don't know. I don't really know if you guys are, I mean, this is kind of for myself anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but probably not that interesting for you lot. So these are kind of high resistance conditions, and if we break below this low, then I would probably want to see price just continuing lower. The reason I say that, we've got a hourly intermediate here, resweeps it again. So if we're going to resweep this again, I would anticipate price to really just boom lower now, down to this low resistance up over here. 15 minute. We got a 15-minute BPR here, so that is a definite draw on liquidity if we're going to pump through those to meet lows. But yeah, like look at all this. This is really, really low resistance liquidity up here. That would be nice to seek, but we'll see where price goes. Oh, was there a 30-second in there? Or a 15 maybe? Yeah, there's an SMT. I'm really bad at checking ES. I need to do that more often as well. So, right, so because we swept this, then I'm probably just going to be seeking lower prices now. Maybe we have this opening range. See if we come up to equilibrium. Okay, maybe get an inversion to the downside. It's an inversion, it's not the strongest inversion. We are inside this BPR as well, which is quite a strong confluence. I'm going to be patient, I'm not going to react off of this. Okay, so we have actually, oh wait, there was an inversion of that there, but we didn't take that entry. Maybe there's a, we can still be patient. Okay, so we got a resweep here. Maybe we open up a 2-minute, which we do. Don't get the inversion straight away. Holding that quite nicely, actually. Have we got like a... So we're inside of this 2-minute. No 1 minute. We got a 30-second inversion right here. And we've got this intermediate term low down here, which we could just target. Let's see where we are on the higher time frame. I think this is highly probable. We could break even at this low resistance outside here. This OT of this leg maybe. It is, and it's a strong momentum candle. Yeah, we can try this. I don't hate it. What is this 30-second? Okay, we generated equal lows here. So soon, if we break these equal lows like that, we get break even. Oh, come on, just run. Damn, break even trade. Let's see if it runs to it. Ah, damn. Wow, and we have these triple equal lows here. I didn't even clock that. Bruh. Okay, so break even trade, that's fine. Right, next session. That was not a nice delivery. Right. Holy shit. My charts aren't synced up. Okay, this will be the last one for this recording though. And then I will be done for today's session. Is this synced up now? Yeah, okay. Alright, so we're literally right next. This daily buy side imbalance is our obvious draw for today. Oops. 4 hour, we've also got this new week opening gap actually, so we've got to be cautious of this. Okay, so we've got a 4 hour intermediate term high here. Check the hourly, we got a full hourly gap right here as well. Oops. I mean, realistically, we're probably just going to seek these prices lower. Hopefully we can get an entry, but if not, it is what it is. Got this hourly intermediate term low as well, nested inside of this gap. Delivering from this hourly. Maybe we get a little entry of this. In fact, that actually is a tiny little BPR in there. Be lovely if we could get that. Oh, actually. Let's see. Come on, give us an entry. Oh, we're gonna edge the high. We got an SMT. Maybe we get a. It would have to be a 30-second, a 15-second. Oh, that is an inversion, but such a weak inversion, man. This draw is so strong down here, and this SMTs. I really like these SMTs. This is quite an aggressive entry, but we might be able to try it. We can run it. Okay. Here's what it is. Let's see if it delivers. No. Okay. Alright, let's log this. Log this loss. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. We tagged into the daily buy side imbalance. We should have, I didn't even clock that, bro. Didn't even clock it. I was that's so frustrating. Oh well, it is what it is. I was so locked in on this intermediate term low that I completely forgot this was a daily buy side imbalance. So actually, this 3 minute inversion to the upside was the not 3 minutes, sorry. This 2 minute inversion right here was the better option. Taking a long from here, targeting, any of these draws higher. Damn, that's frustrating. Here's what it is though. So we've got I'll just bring this back so that all of these candles aren't in the way. Alright, download. It's a shame we have to end it on a loss, but it is what it is. 9:37, 27th of Jan. Reversal. Back test. God, bro, this notion is actually so laggy right now. In fact, we're playing low resistance against high resistance conditions here. This was, in hindsight, a really, really quite a bad trade actually. But it's okay. V-shape, yes, gross profit was negative 1,000. Commission 0, entry price was 8954. Stop loss was 8971.25. We lost 71 ticks. Contracts, we had 28. Condition was a CIVI, BPR, and SNT. And we were targeting intermediate term low. Closing date and time was 9:38, 27th of Jan. So it's crazy, bro. If I hadn't have marked that intermediate term low on, I probably wouldn't have even considered that trade. Well, I definitely wouldn't have considered that trade. But it's okay. So okay. I'm going to finish there. So thank you guys if you're watching, and I will be back. I'm not trading today, so I'm going to be just doing a bit of reviews, sort of mentally resetting, taking myself away, go out, watch the England game tonight, and hopefully we win against Argentina, and then I'll be back to trading properly again tomorrow. So peace out.